So I found out I was going to have my daughter 4 weeks and 4 days before I had her.
Hi, Scene TV. My name is Tawana, and this is my crazy story.
When I felt pregnant, I didn't know. So I woke up one day and boy, felt like I was dying. I couldn't even breathe. Like my chest felt like it was caging in on each other. I felt like my time was up, basically. So I called 999 and I'm staying with the woman on the phone because I feel like I'm going to pass out, and I buzzed the ambulance people in. The minute I hit that buzzer, guys, I dropped to the floor. I get to the hospital now. The doctor is like, look, I feel like you might have organ failure. He's like, look, we're going to put you in a big machine and it's going to show us what's happening on the inside of your body. And then he's like to me, before I put you into this machine, we need to do a pregnancy test. We're joking at this point. And he's like, Tawana, do you think you might be pregnant? And I'm like, no. Did a pregnancy test. Negative, nothing, nothing. So I'm like, cool. It's time for me to start getting into the radiating machine. They're like prepping me. The black nurse comes back. She's like, Doctor, no, please, let's scan. Let's do this. Boy, long story short, this woman checked my stomach and the doctor looked at me and said, Tawana, you are having a child. And I'm like, okay. I'm taking it in. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to book a clinic. I need to get an abortion. I don't want to have a child. I am not ready for this. And then he looked at me and said, you are 8 months pregnant. Guys, when I tell you my head, it was spinning. My stomach was flat. My stomach was so flat. Oh, I felt like everyone was lying to me. I felt like I was in a movie. I was on contraception. I had the arm implant and I still felt pregnant. I'm now having like a full-blown panic attack. I'm going to have to tell my African mom I am giving birth in 4 weeks and 4 days. And it was like, who the hell is actually going to believe me? I've called my mom and I just tell her, I'm like, look, I'm pregnant. She thought I was lying. When she told my dad thought I was lying. When she told my brother, he thought I was lying. And then it was like, I had to sit them down, show them paperwork. 2 weeks had passed and now we're at the baby shower. I was not feeling okay. I was just not feeling fine. And I kept telling my mom, Mom, I don't feel okay. There's something wrong with me. I don't feel right. The next day, my pain, I couldn't handle it. I tell my mom, Mom, I'm in pain. I think I'm going to give birth soon. My mom's like, Tawana, you're not. I've got 2 weeks to go. I decided to go to the toilet. I get to the toilet, I pull my pants down and there's blood. We decide, she's in labor. We get to the hospital. They give me epidural. They're giving me all this stuff because the pain was just too much. I can't even describe it. Bruh. This stuff is hard. My story turned out alright and I'm a great mom and I love my baby. Just because you take a negative pregnancy test, just because you're on contraception, and just because you get your period does not mean you are not pregnant.
I am seen. Are you?